This is the third episode of my Minecraft Hardcore series. I hope you guys are ready because there's a lot going on in this episode. We need to expand our wheat farm, build a villager trading hall, beat the Ender Dragon, beat the Wither, and then, the cow farm. Some of you new viewers might be thinking, okay, dude, it's just a cow farm. What's the daunting sound effect for? Well, it's because last episode I said I would add one cow for every subscriber. We were only at 31 subs, and now at the time of this recording, we're at 1,909. I know it's a little lower because it took a while to get this video out. So that's a pretty big jump, and you guys are kind of giving me a lot to do. So I hope you guys are ready for confusion. What? Discombobulation. Frustration, and then action. First thing on the list is expanding the wheat farm for, well, obvious reasons. So we need wood. Oh, and look, we already hit the 100-day milestone. I guess we can look back at the end of the episode and see how many days it took. But anyway, back to the wood and getting all the stuff we need. What the? You can stay out there. Okay, I guess not. But I'm sorry, this guy has to go. Oh, and look, they aren't attacking me or, you know, spitting at me. I guess you guys can hang out in here for now. Okay, back to the wheat farm. Just a heads up for you guys, my brain doesn't really work like a normal Minecraft player, okay? What I should do is gather all the stuff I need and then build. But my brain doesn't really work like that. I grab what I probably need and then go build. And then realize I didn't grab enough or forgot half the stuff.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from stupid town?
It's not the most efficient way to play Minecraft, but it's just kind of how things go. Anyway, for the first time ever, let's try something a little different. A time lapse. Okay, before I finish the farm, I want to go get some villagers, but the village next to us is empty. Luckily, though, there is a village pretty close by. Instead of just taking these villagers straight to the farm, I think it's smarter to bring them to the village that's behind our house and have them repopulate it. So let's do that. What? Did he just... This villager just disappeared. I mean, I hear him like he's right here, but he's not. What is... Okay, what happened? Okay, I'm gonna get another villager, and then that'll reload the chunk I'm in since I'm gonna run far away from here. And I'm hoping that's gonna fix it. Okay, there he is. That worked. That's never happened to me before. That was kind of weird, but whatever. I'm gonna get these two in here, and then bring the new guy to the farm. Dude? What was that? He just got taken underwater. Like, what? I have never seen something like that before. What was that? Okay, there we go. Wait, I didn't even set up a place for him to go. Okay, I made a little box, now put some rails to it. And now let me break this rail so he doesn't end up going this way. We send him back up. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, of course. Why wouldn't he end up going this way? Get back on the rails, please. Just get back on... Nope, nope. He's diving right back into the water. Send him away. Does he make it in? Okay, he does. Now I need this guy. Am I the only one that thinks dealing with villagers is frustrating to say the least? Just me? There's no way, right? Now we send this dude off, and we need one last villager. There we go. Okay, to continue building the wheat farm, I need a lot of powered rails, and all I have is one piece of gold. You can say we need a few more, gold. I don't know if I have enough gold, but I have no food, so I need to make my way out because priorities and it being hardcore and all that. On an unrelated note, have you guys ever had those moments in Minecraft where your heart drops to your stomach? Yeah, I just landed in water, so I was safe, but when I jumped and went downward, I thought it was over, and the world was gone. I thought I was gonna look down and see a 50-block drop underneath me. I thought the series was over in the 3rd episode. That's where my head went in those milliseconds after I jumped, but we're good, and it was just a 3-block drop right into water. Anyway, we made it back. Let's put the gold to smelt. There we go. A stack and a bit of powered rails, but I need food pretty freaking bad. And now we can continue building the wheat farm. So of course I didn't get enough gold for the powered rails. So I think you guys can guess where I'm headed to right now. Oh my, yeah, this should be able to get the job done. Okay, that should be enough. Let's make our way back and go back to the wheat farm. And that's the end of the building part. Now we just get 3 villagers in here and we're done. It's funny that you guys, including myself, thought that everything would go smoothly, but we're forgetting who I am. I'm the best at not being able to do the simplest things. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no. No, wait, would he just jump in if I gave him a way in? Oh, wow, that worked surprisingly well. Wait, where did this guy go? I pushed him on the rails into here, didn't I? Okay, what just happened? I am so lost and confused right now. I feel like I'm going crazy. Like seriously, where did he go? The only thing I can think of is when it happened earlier with the villager in the boat. So I'll just reload the chunk and hopefully that'll bring him back. And nope, still not here. The dude just vanished and took my minecart with it. Oh, okay. Wait. If that's the hopper minecart, and this is the empty one, moving around. But how though? How did he phase through the ground and end up here? How? How did he lock into the rails down here? Dude, this world is against me. I am experiencing things I have never seen in Minecraft. Awesome, now we're down 1 villager. Let's see if we can get this guy in here. Yup, that was shockingly simple. Okay, well after some unfortunate and what I thought impossible events, now we need to get another villager over here. And since it's a baby villager, we need to wait for him to grow up so we could take the farmer job. While I was trying to waste time, I walked over to my iron farm and I noticed it wasn't working. It's usually working the whole time, day or night, but I couldn't see any iron golems spawning. I did start running fabric instead of just Optifine so I could do these time lapses for you guys, but that's the only difference. So something tells me maybe that's the reason, but I'll just keep checking back on it throughout the episode and we'll see if it's completely broken or not. But this guy became an adult, so let's see if he will just... Perfect, he just walked right in. That means the 3 extra wheat farms I built are finally all done. It took longer than it needed to since I already built one and thought it was gonna be quicker, but that's what happens when a lot of things go wrong and you don't plan things out well. Noted. Not really. Anyway, I went to go enchant a few things to use up my levels and also move my enchantment table out of the garbage zombie spawner room and back up by the house. I can enchant one last time and I kinda need looting on this sword. Well, that is not at all what I wanted. All right, with the wheat farms done, next thing on the list is a villager trading hall. I just can't seem to get away from these villagers. I thought I was done dealing with them and now we have to build something that requires like 50. Cool, great. Sounds like a blast. First thing I'm gonna need is wool for beds, because I think villagers only breed if there's an extra bed. I mean, I could be totally wrong about that, but yeah. And while I'm out here, I'm gonna get food too, since I never seem to have any. A pink sheep. There we go, a bunch of beds and almost a stack of pork chops. Now I can start clearing out an area and make a place for the villagers to start breeding. I decided to build it right next to the wheat farm, so everything's kind of close. I built a box out of dirt for now, just to give the villagers a place to start doing their thing. And again, I have to build a whole rail system from the village to this box. I had one before, but I broke it because I didn't think I was gonna need it anymore. I wasn't thinking, I'm dumb, all that stuff. I took a villager from the village that's a bit further away, brought him here, and then sent him to the box. I noticed a baby villager and sent him to the box too. And that's all we need to get things started. 2 villagers. I then cleared out some more of the area to give me more room to work with. I did start building with the blocks we've been using in other builds, you know, spruce wood and deep slate blocks, but I decided to go with something different. It might stand out too much and be too bright compared to everything around it, but we can't make everything spruce, as bad as I might want to. But I'm gonna try oak and birch instead of spruce, and different variations of stone instead of the deep slate. Oh, and remember when I brought up bad planning? Yeah, well, instead of putting the villagers in a dirt box maybe close by, I put all of them in the center of where I wanted to build the trading hall. So now there's a dirt box and villagers in the way of my build because I wasn't thinking and I planned it poorly. Again. Oh, and one quick thing I wanted to mention. I needed leather for books to get lecterns, but since cows are kind of royalty in this world, you know, because of you guys, I have to take sort of an evil route to get leather. Let's just pretend I'm not doing this. Back to the trading hall. I did want to get a couple different villagers to trade with. I'll put them up on screen if you guys care enough to pause it and read them. Well, you can. If you don't, well, I don't blame you. I also didn't want to bore you guys with how much I traded iron to get emeralds. I wanted to set the librarians with the enchanted books I need now and might need in the future. Here's a list of those as well. But oh my god, I can't even tell you how long it took and how many times I had to break a lectern and place it back. Most of you know this struggle, especially when you find the enchanted book you need. The next one you search for becomes even more impossible to get. I also noticed that the iron farm does work, but it's not working all the time. It's not giving me as much iron as it used to. It's like it only works sometimes. I mean, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know what might have caused the problem or what to do to fix it. And you guys probably know, but there was also a lot of time spent waiting for these villagers to breed. I need 48 villagers total, so you can imagine it took me a bit to get them all and place them where they need to be. But finally, after so much time went by and so many that I almost lost my mind and will probably hear them when I go to sleep, I finally finished the villager trading hall, and I already know there are a bunch of you typing a comment right at this moment telling me to get a zombie to turn them into zombie villagers and then revert them back so the trades cost less. I already know that, so you could stop typing because I'll tell you exactly why I didn't do it. Because no, at least not for right now. My brain can't handle any more. And I also haven't even been to a nether fortress yet, so I have nothing to power a brewing stand for a weakness potion. We'll just push that project aside for now. But after finishing the trading hall, I went ahead and traded a bunch of paper, because we had some sugarcane lying around, to the librarians to get emeralds. I used those emeralds to get a bunch of the books that I needed, and finally got this. Out with the old and in with the goated. I finally got the armor I have been wanting since I started this hardcore world. With the exception of a few enchantments, my fear of dying and losing this world went down drastically, especially after putting feather falling on my boots. Oh, and I also put sharpness 5 on my sword and power 5 on my bow. And now I think you guys know what I'm ready for.
The Nether Fortress.
I have to try and make my way there and get blaze rods, because the goal is to beat the Ender Dragon this episode. I don't remember these ominous sounds in the Nether. Okay, palms are getting sweaty and things are clenching. But I made it here. The warm welcome. I hear the wither skeleton. Where are you, dude? Don't sneak up on me. There you are. Why don't you make your way down? Yep. Oh, no way he just dropped a skull. First wither skeleton hooking me up with a skull? Okay, don't mind if I do. But I think it's time for me to just, well, you know, kill stuff. Okay, I was only gonna go for Blaze, but I went ahead and got all 3 Wither Skulls before I made my way out and back home. Now that I have Blaze Rods, I need Enderman for Ender Pearls. I did search for them at night, but only came across a few of them. There was one thing I found that I have never seen until this very moment. What? Wait, what? An invisible spider? I can see the potion particles coming off of it. It's actually an invisible spider. Since when was this even possible? No way. I cannot be the only one amazed and confused by this right now. Am I the only one that's never seen this? Unfortunately, I ended up killing it. I realized I probably should have saved it, brought it home and named it, having an invis spider hanging out at our base. But hopefully there's a next time. Anyway, back to hunting down Enderman. I didn't have much luck, so I went to the Nether to search for a blue biome. I've heard they can spawn there quite a bit. I found a few and then saw some piglins that I could trade with. So I did. I know they cut down on the trading since 1.16, I think, but I gave them almost a stack of gold, and I didn't get a single pearl. Yeah, nothing. There goes a stack of gold. Gone. But then I found some more Endermen, ended up getting 16 pearls, which was good enough for me, so I made my way out. I crafted the Ender Pearls into Ender Eyes, and now it's time to find the end portal. The Ender Eye went backwards, so the end is somewhere down here. Here it is. It wasn't long until I found the end portal room, placed all the eyes down. Are you guys ready? Let's go. This is it. You either survive this and save yourself and the world, or you fail. And everything you've done up until this point is meaningless. Nothing else matters. Just survive. That's the Ender Dragon dealt with. Now, before we leave the end, we need to go through this gateway and find an end city. We need 2 things. We need to kill shulkers to get shulker shells, and then find a floating ship to get the elytra. That's an end city right there, but no floating ship, so we keep searching. There it is. That's what we need. Now we kill some shulkers. And we take what we came here for. I'm not spending any more time here. We're getting out right away. But if I was smart, I would have brought firework rockets with me so I could fly all the way back. But that's if I was smart. Thankfully though, I ran by this gateway when I was looking for the end cities, so we're just gonna take this back and jump into the portal and go back home. I put mending and breaking on my elytra for obvious reasons, and since we took down one boss, we should probably take down another one. But the Wither isn't a boss you can mess with. It's even scarier than the Ender Dragon and can easily kill you even if you have insane armor. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's go. Oh, that was tough. Yeah, well, that's the Wither defeated. And now, the task that I've been dreading to do. In the last episode, I told you guys I would add 1 cow for every subscriber, so I added 31. But now, at this point, it's up to 1,909. And that's a lot more than I was expecting. I know it might not be a lot to you guys, but it is to me. I didn't expect you guys to go that crazy on the sub button, but you did, and now I'm stuck breeding cows for hours. Thanks, guys. But seriously, we need to think of something a little more reasonable. Guys, I've been breeding cows for so long, we need to think of something that won't crash my game and destroy my brain. There has to be something that we can do instead of breeding thousands of cows where I could still show you guys how thankful I am. I am open to any and all suggestions. Now, I do have something pretty dumb to tell you that I realized after recording, so brace yourselves. So the only way I can count how many cows are in here is by looking at the stats. I never bred any other animals, at least I'm 99% sure I didn't. But as you can see, I'm at 479. So I just need to get that number to 1,909. And here's the funny part. This is where my intelligence shines. I saw animals bred. So immediately my brain thought if I give wheat to 2 cows to give me 1 baby cow, that's 2 cows breeding. 2 animals bred for 1 baby cow. Calf. Yeah, it's called a calf. I thought if I wanted to have 1,909 cows in here, I would need to see 3,818 under the animals bred stat. Not my brightest moment, I know. Quick spoiler, but I bred 2 times the number of cows I needed and wasted 2 times the amount of time as well. So I'm just gonna say you guys are all so awesome that you're worth 2 cows instead of 1 to help me cope with it, okay? Dude, it's another one. It's another one. It's another invisible spider. See? I wasn't going crazy. They actually spawn like this. And now we know. Wow, okay. Yeah, I ended up killing that one too. Oh, what's wrong? You can't hear that? You can't hear the sound of the wheat breaking? What, all you hear is cows thudding around and mooing the whole time? Yeah, that's all I hear too. Guys, I'm going crazy. My brain can't handle this. I've been breeding cows for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm not even halfway there. I ran out of wheat because duh, but I went back to our wheat farm and went AFK for almost 2 hours and only ended up getting almost 12 stacks of wheat. AFK for 2 hours for 12 stacks? That's not good. So I'm gonna do the more efficient thing and steal. Now we have almost 3 stacks of hay bales. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but let's pretend it is. Let's continue the miserable task. After some time passed, I realized that it would probably be a good idea to make the pen bigger since I was gonna need another, I don't know, like 1,500 cows at this point. Dude, move. Move out of the way. Is this guy serious? He won't get off this one block? Dude, now is not the time when I'm mentally destroyed. Okay, I asked politely and he moved out of the way. Now that I finished expanding, let's break the fences so they can roam out into the open space. Little anticlimactic, thought they were gonna kind of shoot out, but whatever. This is good too. The bottom part was the most crowded out of all of it, so it was the best place to expand from. Now back to doing what I've been doing for hours and hours. I did end up cutting out most of the breeding because I was running at 2 frames and well, actually why don't I just show you what I was dealing with? Keep in mind that I was dealing with that and the constant mooing and thudding for hours. But after all that, I finally got to 3,818 animals bred, which is 1,909 cows in the pen. After clearing out all the little platforms I made to walk along, we finally have the finished cow farm. I am so glad it's finally done. I think we need to do a flyby. Okay, that's pretty satisfying. Not including the whole frame dropping side of it, but yeah, let's actually look at our frames as we fly by and see how low we get. Okay, we're at 100, now 90, 50, 20, 7, 3, And we hit 2 frames per second. I'm surprised my game didn't crash a bunch of times while I was breeding those cows. And if you didn't notice when I had the frames up, it said 231 days. If I have it written here correctly, we were at 106 at the beginning of the episode, which means this episode alone took 125 days. The cow farm took up a big chunk of that. Seriously guys, we need a new method. I can't breed any more cows. My game might crash, my brain hurts, my head is constantly thudding, I hear moos in my sleep. Let's come up with an alternative together. My mental is thanking you in advance. But to end this episode, I want to say thank you for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed and you subscribed if you did. If you want to see me do mods or challenges in Minecraft, let me know in the comments. But I really do appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. I hope I made you guys happy with this one. I really hope I see you in the next one.